How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a review for you guys, and today's review is going to be of Dead Island Riptide on the PC, so let's get into it. Dead Island Riptide is a sequel to the game Dead Island that was released in 2011 by the developer Techland and the publisher Deep Silver. The game starts with the same survivors from the first game ending up on another island that is infested with the undead, with one new character called John Morgan. The launch of Dead Island Riptide has been all but smooth, with glitches that plague the game from zombies being stuck and invincible to co-op not working on launch and game crashes, as well as frame rate issues throughout. These issues can make the game annoying at times, but don't take away too much from the fun experiences that can be had here. The storyline for Dead Island games has never been its strong point, and it's mainly about the gameplay and killing zombies in many different ways. I found myself running after zombies so I could just kill them by chopping off their limbs. Dead Island Riptide also allows you to take on zombies with your feet and hands, which provided a different and unique experience. I used this system a lot due to the amount of stamina that hand and feet attacks used was a lot smaller than the physical weapon attacks. I also preferred to use hand and feet just because of the fact it was a lot more fun compared to using physical weapons, and it was just really awesome to try and punch and kick zombies all over the place. In the original Dead Island, I found that the game to be a little bit too open, which just resulted in me getting lost and losing interest in the game quickly. However, in Dead Island Riptide, to fix this, they've kind of made the maps a little bit more narrow, so although the game is still an open world game, it's a little bit more specific about where you need to go, and it's harder to get lost. Some fans of the previous game may not like this change, but I actually prefer it because I feel that it sort of makes the game a little bit more linear than it was, but it still has its open world aspect. For the most part of the game, you feel like you're going through this jungle, but in some cases you will use a boat and go through small rivers throughout the map. One improvement in Dead Island Riptide compared to the previous Dead Island game is in this game there feels like there's a lot more survivors. In the previous Dead Island game, I'd found that I'd be walking throughout the map or driving throughout the map and I wouldn't be able to actually find any survivors, and that also led to me losing interest in the first game. However, in this game, I found myself running into many different survivors during my journey around the island. Co-op is where Dead Island is at its most fun, however you can still play the game single player, and that's what I have been doing for the most of my journey. It's a shame for the launch on PC that co-op wasn't working from the beginning. It is working now, so this really won't affect people who buy the game after this point, but just at the beginning of the game, for people who wanted to play co-op with a friend, it sucked that you couldn't play for the first couple of days. If you do wish to play Dead Island, it would be better for you to get a group of friends together or a group of people just to play the campaign, because it is a lot more enjoyable when you have a full party of 4. The original Dead Island game provided you with what felt like a side mission for every single character you encountered, which added up to a lot of missions but became very overwhelming throughout the game. In Riptide, there are still side missions present, but it doesn't feel like there are anywhere near as many in the previous Dead Island game, so the game feels a lot more centered on telling its story as opposed to making you get completely lost in the side missions. Frame rate issues weren't consistent. For example, sometimes my game would run really smoothly, like over 100 frames a second, and I'd be having a good time, and then other times it would drop quite frequently, and then there'd also be freezing in the game. So I'm hoping they release a couple of fixes for this in the near future. I think one of the fixes did something to it, but they still need to update this game a little bit more to decrease the problems with frame rate issues as well as glitches throughout the game. If you're a fan of the previous Dead Island game, this will most certainly be a game that you would enjoy, but if you didn't enjoy the first game, this would definitely be a miss for you. If you have never played the original Dead Island game, but this does look like something you'd be interested in, especially when it comes down to combat, because that is what the majority of a Dead Island game is, then there would be a lot of gameplay and enjoyment here for you. Don't let the glitches and frame rate issues hold you back from buying this game. It is still a good game, it's just that those issues prevent it from going further, and also the fact that it doesn't feel like a completely unique experience because it borrows a lot of elements from Dead Island 1. This brings me to the end of my review of Dead Island Riptide for the PC. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments, put them down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.